No effing FIFO for a while.
The Federation of Pilots, federation being a union, but that's apparently too ghetto for airline captains,
Let's fly away.
has got the hump with Network Aviation. Network Aviation sounds like a standalone company, but it's actually a subsidiary of everyone's favourite flying shit show.
Qantas never crashed.
The company has 250 pilots flying 300 sorties a week, a lot of them to the Pilbara. Plane loads of high-vis clad FIFO workers take off every day for such cosmopolitan centres as Karratha and Port Hedland. Every day, that is, until Wednesday, which is when the pilots are walking off the job. Qantas has been raiding its non-network aviation fleet to ensure as many planes service the Pilbara as possible. The mining and oil and gas sector is desperate to keep supply lines open so the industry can continue the important work of wiping out evidence of ancient civilisations, whilst pumping billions of tonnes of CO2 into the air and ruining evidence of future civilisations. Qantas says there's only so many planes to go around and that a lot of services will be cancelled. Qantas/Network is accusing the pilots of an act of bastardry by striking during school holidays and ruining thousands of relaxing family vacations.
Okay, all right. Gotta be getting tired soon.
The Pilots Federation reckons Network needs to get its hand off the joystick and come to the negotiating table.
What do they want?
What do you think?
Show me the money!
Also more guaranteed days off so the pilots can get in some much needed R&R.
That's gay.
Qantas says it can't afford to meet those demands because it's grappling with a number of very large bills.
Not just the pilots causing trouble for Qantas.
Refuelers at Melbourne Airport walked off the job for 24 hours a while back, and cabin crew have voted in favour of strike action after being asked to work longer shifts and have shorter rest times.
Qantas unions should get some advice from the firefighters.
Not the firefighters per se, so much as their technicians, the support staff who perform important functions, like oiling up hose-handling man-haws for the annual calendar shoot, and making sure their fire trucks, well, keep on trucking. Those technicians, the dozen or so people who understand how a modern fire truck actually works, which is no mean feat, have just won pay rises of more than 20%. It's the latest sign that after years of Mark McGowan's restrictive wages policy, Roger Cook is adopting a new approach based on the plot of 80s Richard Pryor classic, Brewster's Millions.
Anybody want to go to lunch?
Roger's redistributing the wealth like the good left-wing softy he really is, but has thus far kept hidden from the centre-right public of Western Australia. The fire truck deal was an easy win because the technicians were represented by the Automotive, Food, Metals, Engineering, Printing and Kindred Industries Union of Workers.
Kindred Industries?
No idea.
Welcome, brothers, to Local 643.
It's a mouthful, which is why it calls itself the Australian Manufacturing Workers Union for short, AMWU being a pithier acronym to chant at strikes as compared with the AFMEPKIUW. The AMWU is headed by this guy, who defied left faction frenemy United Workers and backed Roger ahead of Amber Jade Sanderson in the race to replace the best thing to come out of Rockingham after Ennis Avenue. Seems that the quid for that pro is starting to transact.
Roger's got to be careful with his pennies.
Our pennies. He's already given a decent hike to the juvenile justice workers, whose job is to get bashed by kitty crims, and he's still got teachers on his back for more money. Hard to say no to people who tool up every day facing dangers such as students from Rockingham. And especially hard when you've just confirmed a $5 billion surplus for the 2022-23 financial year, which is a big enough cheque to jolt even Alan Joyce.
The heck?
I'm Ben Harvey. For more Up Late, click the subscribe button below.